What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be completely transforming this shop. As you guys seen in the previous episode, we went ahead and threw up a new bend packed lift. And I gotta say, that thing is so much better than the other one. We also moved it back a little bit, which is gonna give us more room up here to work and for like storage, toolboxes, and it's gonna be a lot easier to pull out engines over here where you're kind of not in the roadway over there. But yeah, basically this place needs a pretty good paint job. As you can see on the wall, I don't know what happened there, but we just went ahead and pressure washed and got all the paint off. The old paint was kind of like bubbling up and it was just super ugly, but we got all that washed off. And today we're gonna spray this thing completely and it's gonna look super nice. Also for the floor, we try to do everything for this floor and just nothing happens with the color. So we are gonna be putting down some awesome Armorpoxy floor tiles, which we'll get into that in just a second. But let's go ahead and get started on painting this building. We already pressure washed everything we could. Everything dried up pretty good, although it has been some pretty bad weather lately. I think it's been raining for the past 3 or 4 days, which kind of sucks. I wish we had a little bit of sunlight, but it's okay. The only thing that's a little bit wet still is the floor. The walls are pretty much dry because we had the heater on and we had the little heater over there on. So I think it dried everything up. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're gonna do is basically just air blow all the walls, start cleaning everything a little bit more, unpackage our sprayer and get to spraying. So we went ahead and cleaned out the system with a little bit of water. I gotta say, the sprayer is pretty good. We only paid $100 for it, and I thought it was a lot bigger, but it's a pretty small little unit. But we have the paint over here. We're about to mix it really nice. It's gonna be a nice flat black, and I think it's just gonna look super awesome in here. But anyways, let's load up the paint and let's just start painting. I think we're gonna start with this wall and just move all the way around the shop. and sprayed it, and I gotta say it looks absolutely incredible in here. As you can see, there's still a couple of spots that are not dry. So this is gonna be a flat black. It's not a glossy black, which I think is gonna look really good. You can already see it starting to dry up over there. And I mean, the garage doors, they look brand new. From what they used to look like to now, it just looks amazing. There's still a lot of spots that aren't dry. Hopefully it dries overnight. We'll just give it a whole day before we install any of the tiles. And obviously we gotta clean all this stuff up right here. And we made quite a mess in here. We can just squeegee it out, wipe it all down, but definitely not gonna do it until all the paint is dry. But man, it looks really good in here. Check it out, this tube right here is all painted in black. And all we're gonna have to do later is just adjust some of these lights right here. I wanna throw another row back here, throw another row of lights and kind of organize them a little bit better. Because right now I kind of just threw them up. And I think after that, we'll have perfect lighting in here. And it really does make this place look a lot bigger, painted all black. The doors look brand new. We kind of just sprayed everything in. That flat black paint was pretty cheap. I think we paid like 130 bucks for 10 gallons, which is actually a really good deal. But now standing back here, it just looks so much bigger. Everything is nice and painted in. I wish I had enough paint to paint all the rafters, but honestly, that's just too much work. We'd have to take all the lights down. But yeah, everything looks good here. Just gotta let it dry up. I mean, that sprayer did an amazing job. Dude, we sprayed this entire building in with this little sprayer right here. Did a nice job. Didn't let us down. But anyways, let's go ahead and wait for this to dry. I'll catch you guys tomorrow morning. So guys, it's the next morning here at the shop, and I gotta say, everything turned out absolutely amazing. All the paint dried up, and it completely changed the look of this place. I mean, look at those garage doors now. They look like they were just installed, brand spanking new. Everything looks really good, except for right here. I don't know what's going on here. I think we might have a leak or something, and I think the water's running down the block and causing condensation to form right here. That's kind of why all the paint was bubbling up. We'll definitely have to take a look into that. But now it's time to conquer this concrete floor. As you can see, it's super disgusting and dirty. It's not only because of the paint we spilled a little bit and walked, it's kind of because this shop used to be a transmission shop. We actually met the previous guy that was here. He said he ran this place for like 50 years and they did over thousands of transmissions. They spill oil everywhere. No matter how much we clean it, you can't really fix it. So we were kind of looking for solutions to make this floor look brand new again. Now there's a couple of solutions you can come up with, such as epoxy coating, which is a pretty good solution. Unfortunately, this place is not level. As you can see right here, the concrete goes up to the center of that block. And then if you go down here, it goes a full block. So it's kind of all sloped down. And I'm pretty sure with epoxy, you have to have a pretty level surface because it likes to self-level. And it would just take a lot of epoxy, thousands of dollars just to do this place. And I was like, you know what? We need a better solution. So we reached out to Armorpoxy. They actually specialize in epoxy floors. But not only do they do that, they also have these super awesome interlocking floor tiles right here. Check this out. These look incredible. And we did go with a checkered pattern. Now they have all types of different sizes, different dimensions, basically any type of flooring you would want to make your shop look absolutely amazing. And the coolest part about these is all you have to do is just install them and that's it. You're done. You don't have to grind the floor. You don't have to sand the floor. You don't have to go through all the process of putting all these chemicals down. And not only that, you can also pick these up and move them. So let's say you're moving shops or you're moving somewhere, you're kind of not losing all your money in epoxy. And this is just going to be the perfect solution for the shop. It's going to completely transform the look of it. The guys over at Armorpoxy were super helpful for me. Basically anything I needed, they hooked it up. They gave me suggestions on what to do. And we came up with a game plan of putting tile down in here with a checkered pattern. So it's gonna be black and gray. So we have this black right here, and then we have the gray right there, kind of just to break up the floor a little bit. And I think it's just gonna look super good in here. And these are the tiles that are solid, so they're not like the other ones that you see on the market that are like, they're pretty thick, but they're hollow. So this right here, you can drive a forklift over it, you can drive any cars over it, and it's perfectly fine. And it's just gonna transform the look of this place. But anyways, let's go ahead and grab all these Armorpoxy tiles and put them down. So I'm not too sure how to put these tiles down, but the guy over there, he told me that you kind of want to start from the center of the shop and kind of move over. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna do a row going this way all the way to the wall and kind of center it out. And then we'll probably throw another row, center everything out. and basically just start tiling it up. And man, you guys are about to see an epic transformation in here. So let's go ahead and get started with the tiles. We're gonna be doing a checkered pattern. So we're gonna be using the black tile and the gray tile. And let's just go ahead and get to it. And hopefully the cat can help us do it. Hey, buddy. Hey, can you help us lay down a tile? Nah, he's not a working cat. He just wants to sniff everything. Anyways, let's go ahead and start setting these tiles down. Check it out, we got 2 rows laid down perfectly. And the reason why we're doing it like this instead of starting from a corner is we basically want to make sure we're doing straight lines all the way back. And we do have to trim a little bit at the edge. Basically just cut off these little nips right here. Cut them off so we can slide it flush there. And we got it flush there. And basically we won't have to cut the piece in half. We got everything centered up, lined up, and I think it looks pretty good. It's pretty much centered with the shop. And I think if we keep going like this, everything's gonna turn out good. So I think we're gonna finish up this area right here, and then we can move forward and then outward. And it's gonna be good to go. And the cool thing is you can just put them together with the mallet. There's no glue. They do offer a glue, but honestly, I don't really wanna glue them because if we ever do move, we can just literally pick them up, put them in your truck, wash them, and install them in a new shop. And this row is pretty straight too, going all the way back. So I guess let's just continue on tiling this entire corner. So there it is, guys. We got the entire shop finished up with the tiles, and I gotta say, I am super happy with the way these tiles came out. I mean, there's nothing better than transforming your floor in under a couple hours. I think this took like 3 hours. It was just me and my friend Tim. We basically did all the tiles here. They were super easy to install. All you do is grab the mallet, tap them all together, and then like in this area right here where we did have to cut around the lift, all you do is get a razor knife and you can completely slice through them. Now the cool thing about these towels is you can just pick them up and take them with you. They're also oil resistant, so if we do ever have a spill or something like that, it's not gonna ruin any of these towels. And not only does Armorpoxy have these floor tiles, they also have a bunch of different styles of these towels. So if you're not a fan of the checker pattern, you know they have different colors, different styles. You can just talk to a rep and get exactly what you want. And they also have epoxy kits. So if you are in like your own shop that you own and you want to keep it with epoxy, you can just get a kit from them. They have some super awesome stuff. I mean, that's what I wish we could have done in the first place. But you know, with the floor being so uneven in here, plus we're renting this place, it really doesn't make sense. But definitely check out Armorpoxy down below. I'll drop a link to these towels and the epoxy if you guys want to go that route. I mean, it does really transform your shop. I mean, before this place looked so dirty and disgusting, and no matter how much we cleaned the concrete floor, you couldn't really do anything. But now look at it. I mean, it looks like a showroom in here. So it's definitely worth the upgrade, especially like if you're at your house garage or you have a shop garage. I mean, these towels are probably one of the best solutions you can go with. And they're super durable. I mean, you can run a forklift over these big trucks and you're really not gonna mess them up because, I mean, they are PVC. So you can't, I mean, you can probably dent them a little bit, but it's not gonna make a big deal, especially how easy it is to replace. I mean, you simply just peel them up, put another one in if you do happen to damage it. But anyways, guys, definitely check out Armorpoxy if you're looking to get some new flooring in your garage or home. So now that all the tiles are done, it's time to go ahead and finish all of the remodel stuff. We're gonna go ahead and put in all our toolboxes. I also got like an air hose that mounts to the wall and also an extension cord that mounts to the wall. So let's just get to it and finish up this shop remodel. So check it out, guys. We are almost done with the shop. I gotta say, this place looks so much better than it did before. Even the cat likes it better. He likes to chill in here now. And man, check it out. We have our shelf right here. This is gonna be where all our power tools go. We do also need to fix that window. We kind of removed it whenever we were painting. But basically, here's all of the power tools. I was thinking about getting a giant toolbox, but honestly, it's just so much easier to see exactly what you need, and you just pull it right off the shelf. We're gonna do a little bit more organizing, wipe everything down, clean it all up. This was kind of just, everything was kind of on the ground, so we had to get it stacked up in here, but we're definitely gonna organize it. I'm thinking maybe we'll get like some hanging things, maybe something like that, just so all the tools are here, and there's a lot more storage space on this shelf than there would be in like a toolbox, or you'd have to spend a couple $1,000 to get a bigger one. But we basically have our toolboxes over here. These are some Harbor Freight ones. We just bought a couple of them, which is gonna be nice. We're gonna use like this one right here. We wanna just put like a couple of tools in here, and then like this one over here, we can fill it up with like little grinding accessories and anything you need for like cutting and welding. And then I also picked up this little table right here, which is pretty nice. I finally got me an anvil. This is from Harbor Freight. It's a nice little anvil just to straighten stuff out. And I used to have 2 of these back at the other shop, and I've always wanted another one. And it's gonna be pretty nice for, you know, welding small things, tapping things together. And we did go ahead and set up this TV out here in the shop because we actually have to remove it out of the office because we're throwing some more shelves in there. We need a little bit more space for parts. So I figured, why not just throw it in the shop? It looks pretty cool, you know. We got the fireplace going right now because it is a little cold, but it looks pretty cool. I think it's in the perfect area. And then this is just gonna be more shelves. We got all the BMW parts up there, which I mean is just so much cleaner than it was before. Nothing's gonna be on the ground. Everything's gonna be exactly where it needs to be. And I gotta say, being more organized is just gonna be way better for my mental health. I gotta say that for starters. But it's just gonna be nice because, you know, you take a car apart, like the M4 has been apart for like 2-3 months. You definitely wanna have everything in a nice area, you know, stored perfectly so that you can come back and pick it up and it's not like damaged or scratched or anything like that. We definitely have to put a little bit more parts in there. And then we actually bought 4 of these white toolboxes and they're just gonna be used for all kinds of different stuff. We got our BMW logo right there. We also have some parts for the new build. We got a bumper, a fender, and a door, which we will be revealing that here soon. But yeah, this place is looking pretty good right now. We're cleaning out all the other toolboxes that we had. Okay, it's pretty crazy. We only had 2 toolboxes before, and I mean, we have so much tools, there's really nowhere to put them, and everything will just get mixed and matched. So we're definitely gonna try to do things a little bit different around here. It's just gonna make fixing cars a little bit easier. Yo, this little cat just wants to play. Really awesome cat, that's a good personality. But yeah, we're just gonna keep cleaning, keep organizing, make sure everything is nice and perfect inside here. Then we have our QuickJacks that we will be installing here soon. And not sure what we're gonna do up there. We were thinking, if you've seen it in the time lapse, we were thinking about putting a black tarp up, kind of covering all that stuff up. Because I mean, that's just all old parts or parts that we still need, like old builds or something like that. Would be nice to just cover it all up, and then whenever we need it, you can get it right out. But check it out, we also installed one of these bad boys right here. It's kind of cool when you go on Amazon, you can just buy cool things like that. It's a nice little paper towel holder. I'm definitely gonna get a couple more of these. And we even did the tiles here in the bathroom. So now the bathroom looks really good. I mean, before there was like paint on the floor where the old landlord, you know, did the renter special in here. But we went ahead and tiled everything up. I think it turned out pretty good. You know, everything looks good in here. We also threw up a shelf right there just for like the soap and shampoo. I definitely would want to get a stainless steel washer. Maybe put it out here because there is a water connection, just so you don't have to go into the bathroom and wash like your dirty hands with oil and stuff like that. But there's definitely a lot more work that needs to be done here to make this place absolutely perfect. Like I want to get some more cabinets for this little area right here. Probably throw another cabinet right here, throw another cabinet right there. And maybe do like detailing supplies in that one. Maybe just some car supplies in there. But yeah, I mean, the vision is almost there. It's definitely a lot harder to like think about what you're gonna do, because I did order a couple of things that I didn't even use, because like you have to have a perfect vision of how you want everything to lay out. And I was thinking about getting like the big old cabinets that go all the way across, but honestly the shelves are just a lot better and way cheaper. The other cabinets were like $3 grand, which I don't know. I like the shelves, and then the little mini toolboxes for, you know, small mechanical jobs, because we don't really do too much mechanical work here, so it's not like we need a giant toolbox with a million tools in it. We really just use the basics, you know, 10mm, 12mm, and stuff like that. Definitely would love to get a bigger one here soon, but we'll see about that. So now we're gonna go ahead and open up the QuickJack system and go ahead and test it out. Here we have the left side, and it's basically just gonna lift the car up like that. It's gonna be super nice to work on it. And we have the right side, and then we have the pump over there. So let's go ahead and set it up. So check it out, we got the QuickJacks all put together, and then we went ahead and threw the BMW M4 on there, and I gotta say, those things are gonna come in clutch. As you can see, the car is pretty tall. That's the tallest setting. It does have 2 settings, which the other setting lowers it down like half, which is still pretty nice, and you can work on all 4 rims, tires, do whatever you need to. And especially right here, you can't really work, whenever you're using the lift, you can't really like work on the side skirt or anything like that. With this thing, there's really no big old arm in the way or anything like that. And it actually lifts it pretty high. I mean, look at this right here, especially whenever we're gonna be tapping out this dent, it's gonna be really nice. But yeah, the shop is coming along. I mean, it came a long way. I mean, as you guys see in the beginning of the video, this place was an absolute disaster. We still have a lot of things to put together, a couple more things. We gotta clean out that toolbox. We got that one organized, and basically just keep organizing until we're 100%. That's where it feels like this process has been ongoing for quite some time. It took us already 3 or 4 days and just redoing the entire shop. So guys, that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and definitely check out Armorpoxy if you're looking to change your floor in your house, your garage. They also do a bunch of commercial stuff. I'll drop all the links down below. But thanks for watching, guys. Definitely follow me on Instagram at vTuned. Peace.